So I'm delighted that we have officially nominated Martina Anderson as our candidate for the EU election. She has been an absolute champion for the people here of Ireland. She's been a champion throughout the whole Brexit debacle, and she has stood very firm for all those people that do not wish to be taken out of the EU against their wishes, and she'll continue to do more of the same, because this election will very much be again about the Remain versus Leave vote. This very much will be an election to once again for people to register that they do not want to be dragged out of the EU, that there is no good to come from Brexit, and they do not want Brexit foisted upon us. Can I turn then just to obviously events of recent days, and yesterday we attended the funeral of Lyra McKee, a very poignant ceremony that was celebrating her life, a young woman's life who has been cut short. Her family have been robbed of her and her future. She had so much in front of her and so much life to lead, so our thoughts are obviously firmly with her family at this time. Father McGill laid down a challenge to political leaders here, to the two governments, to all of us, to make politics work. And we can absolutely agree with that sentiment. We need to make politics work. Sinn Féin want an Assembly and Executive. Sinn Féin want delivery on the rights-based issues. Sinn Féin want to be able to deliver good government for all the people here, because that's what they deserve. We have always been willing, we have always been calling for the two governments to take action, because last February we found an accommodation. We found a deal with the DUP. We found a way back into the institutions and to have an Executive and Assembly to work. The DUP reneged and walked away. So in terms of what Arlene Foster has proposed today, in terms of going into an Executive and having a parallel process, that will not work. The citizens here deserve to have their rights delivered on. Marriage equality, language rights, legacy inquest rights, these things need to be delivered, and that in itself then paves the way for the institutions to be restored. So the onus is firmly on the two governments. If the DUP don't have the ability or refuse to deliver on citizens' rights, on these issues of marriage equality and language rights, women's rights, if they refuse to do that, then the way forward is clear. The two governments should meet, they should have the intergovernmental conference, and they should restore the Executive on the basis that they have delivered on the rights-based issues, because after all, they are co-guarantors of our peace agreement. They have special responsibility for the delivery of rights and equality.